Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
LT cooking your ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Game!
Home is over, home is over, home is over, home. You do the home, man. You do the home, man.
I wanted more than anything to give my heart to him forever, but I couldn't because he was so unbelievably gay. So unbelievably gay?
Gay?
Alrighty, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Well, the book is in stores now. It's called Confessions of a Video Vixen.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my
Cheers for you.
bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag
Daddy,
at?
I like when you
Oh,
when
it's
you
right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping
here.
for shit.
No, I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit.
It might not be exhibit. Maybe that's you, Puffy. How you doing?
It's not exhibit. I'll say that.
My brother, for real, we used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I'm
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say?
Homies over hoes? You know, like, you're supposed to put your homie over a hoe. That's how pimps do, right?
I don't think homies over hoes is a sentiment that a pimp named Slickback can co-sign, Riley.
Okay, so check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like...
I mean, don't get me wrong. A pimp named Slickback will put a lot of things over a hoe. Money over a hoe? Always. Brand new gators over a hoe? Absolutely. A turkey sandwich with just tomato? Guaranteed. But homies? Oh no. A pimp named Slickback don't do shit for the homies.
Laying about and, you know, kind of like very, like, kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning. Like if you were spooning but facing each other and like leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like, how about this? Like in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends and you're with your girlfriends.
Right, yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking, because that would be weird
they
in
weren't
public.
fucking,
right.
But like, you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes. He literally stops the interview and he points at me all the way in the back and he goes, "Yo, you, my man." And everyone in the room turns around and looks at me and he goes, "Where do I know you from?"
Oh, no.
And then I go, "Miami." And he goes, "Oh, true." And we locked eyes again, and he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he drinks the milk of other men.
The Boondocks exposed P. Diddy over a decade ago. There's a song called Do the Homies, which is supposed to be a spoof on rap music back then. Notice how P. Diddy clips of him singing I Need a Girl really fit well with Homies Over Hoes. Now, the story of Gangstalicious Part 2 is about a gay rapper who loves fashion and has a video vixen talking ish about him being gay. Riley figures it out and he gets really upset because he doesn't want his favorite rapper to be gay. Oddly enough, Cat Williams is in this episode.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get right into this one. This one is a viral video from about 5 to 6 months ago. This guy dropped this video. It did 1.9 million views. This was before Diddy got arrested. This is when people were speaking about the freak-offs and the invested. This is after his home got raided and he was in making tabloids and everything. But this is before the RICO. All right, everyone's putting things together. This puts what they put in the Boondocks show. This comp pretty much shows and compares and contrasts real life events and then the Boondocks, and they put it together and they're like, they've been trying to show you in the Boondocks that Diddy was Gangstalicious. When I watched it at first, I thought it was a compilation of a few folks. I thought they were trying to make fun of the G-Unit wife beaters with those zesty tank tops. I thought they were trying to make fun of Birdman because of the kiss with Wayne. And that's why Gangstalicious kind of talks like that. And then the activity outside of that seemed very Diddy-ish. But let's get into this. This guy says they were pointing to Diddy. Let's get into this, y'all. Especially when it comes to that book, that confession from Superhead that was in the Boondocks was a direct comparison or a direct mirror of what happened on the Wendy Williams show. My bad, y'all. I'm struggling. It's later shit. Let's get into this, y'all.
So, and Cat Williams, as you know, is one of the main reasons Diddy got so much heat recently about doing weird things at his parties.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need another one. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So you see, my dearest Riley, it is this instinctive and burning need to procreate between a man and a bitch that not only keeps the human race going, but also fuels many important industries, such as my very own.
So what do you think about Homies Over Hoes?
Is that something at Denny's? I don't know what that is.
Homies Over Hoes? You know, like, you're supposed to put your homie over a hoe. That's how pimps do, right?
I don't think homies over hoes is a sentiment that a pimp named Slickback can co-sign, Riley. I mean, don't get me wrong. A pimp named Slickback will put a lot of things over a hoe. Money over a hoe? Always. Brand new gators over a hoe? Absolutely. A turkey sandwich with just tomato? Guaranteed. But homies? Oh no. A pimp named Slickback don't do shit for the homies. Let me reiterate, don't do shit for the homies. Unless the homie wanna walk that stroll and get that money, the homie ain't getting a goddamn thing. And the same goes for brothers, peeps, dudes, fellas, dunnies, comrades, whatever the is calling each other nowadays. Sound like some gay shit to me.
Now, it doesn't stop there. Throughout this video, I've taken clips from the Boondocks episode and reality to show you that Gangstalicious Part 2 was exposing P. Diddy this whole time. Now, I made this video 8 months ago, but I got no traction back then because P. Diddy wasn't trending that hard. And also, every time I try to upload this video, it would get demonetized. So I had to cut out so much information. But you know, maybe YouTube will let me post this now. But ladies and gentlemen, I present you Exhibit A, the fashion.
Licious, you got the hit song that's killing them in the streets right now. No, Don't take that literally, folks. Just killing them in the streets, homies over hoes. And now, I'm telling you, the clothing line's jumping off. This thing is, what do you say, Gelman? Off the hook? Tell us about that.
Well, you know, Reed, we just had to bring, our own flavor to the fashion game. Fashion is a real big thing to me and my crew, you know what I'm saying? Personal grooming, hygiene, facial, shiatsu, seaweed wraps, that type of thing. And we not doing it for the females, you know what I'm saying? We doing it just for us, that's real thing.
It fills a void because men's fashion is so drab and boring at times that it fills a void and has a certain level of excitement that people relate to the brand.
Over here with some of your new gear.
Now, the vest isn't actually bulletproof, correct?
No, not really, but it's a hot style, and pink is definitely the in color for this season. And here we have the Gangstalicious super long tee.
Oh, that's long, baby, but that's the style, right?
Oh, why is the backside cut out?
I knew you.
Wallahi al-azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
You're gonna ask that, and I like your attention to detail, Kel. I tell you why. That way, you don't have to waste time lifting up your t-shirt. You can get to your toast real fast, you know what I'm saying? Get the drop on a nigga. Not that we want the kids to carry guns or nothing like that, because we always tell the kids that ain't the way. Matter of fact, I had a song called Kids, That Ain't the Way. But if you got to pull a burner out on a nigga, this t-shirt could give you the half a second or more that may save your life.
Now, this here is just amazing. Pearl necklaces. I didn't know men wore pearls.
Oh, yes, definitely, Kelly. We just want cats out there in the street, to step their jewelry game up. It's all about pearl necklaces.
Wow, pearl necklaces!
Diddy infused the Sean John line with his own ghetto fabulous DNA and leveraged his celebrity status to make it an immediate commercial and critical success.
First of all, he's brought a huge part of the market into menswear who really didn't care. We really didn't give a about clothes because they felt it wasn't about them. That's number one. Number two, he's one of the few design houses right now that has a sense of exuberance about fashion. It has
Wait, is that Farnsworth Bentley in there?
I've seen him do it.
a sense of flamboyance.
While his star power brought attention to the label, he was
Mary J. Shit.
quick to point out that it wasn't a celebrity line.
Now, I feel like that's pretty cut and dry because he's the main fashion dude in that era. He really made rappers blend with male fashion. But there's more. There is more. There's a video vixen called Superhead, and she went on Wendy Williams before Wendy Williams went, not healthy, let's say. The Boondocks has the exact same clip. Here's the comparison between the two.
We are back with our guest Jessica Ethelberg, also known as Wonder Cheeks, reading excerpts from her amazing new best-selling book, The Private Lives of Superstar Rappers.
Of all the rappers I met during those years, I loved Gangstalicious the most. I called him Freddie. I wanted more than anything to give my heart to him forever, but I couldn't because
he was so unbelievably gay. So unbelievably gay?
Gay? Alrighty, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Well, the book is in stores now. It's called Confessions of a Video Vixen by Karen Steffens. From this point on, we'll refer to her as Superhead. That's what she named herself, and here she comes. There was a party in Miami, and you showed up with Exhibit, and it was Puffy was at the party, or it was his party? It was his party. And when he saw you come in, it was like he saw a ghost, and he immediately asked you why you were there. He thought that you were there to blow up his spot. He then pulled Exhibit aside and asked Exhibit to get you out of the party, that you supposedly had pictures with your fingers up his behind hole.
Well, that's not what he said. I think the quote was,
"You're a victim."
Here we go, CSI.
Pulled Exhibit aside and asked Exhibit to get you out of the party, that you supposedly had pictures with your fingers up his behind hole.
Well, that's not what he said. I think the quote was that Exhibit relayed to me was, she'll have you on camera with fingers in your booty. And
that might not be Exhibit. Maybe that's you, Puffy. How you doing?
It's not Exhibit. I'll say that.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the quote.
Okay, so they bring up Diddy's name and they bring up Exhibit, and she's like, well, it's not Exhibit. So where does that leave us with? Like, that leaves who does that leave us with? It leaves us with one person. Who else was mentioned? Just Diddy. So it's like, come on, man, come on. And she is Superhead. They used her as Wonder Cheeks. The same goddamn book, or not the same book, but a similar book, a similar look. It's clearly that Wonder Cheeks was Superhead. Like, come on, man.
Fingers, who's behind did you penetrate?
I've never, I've never penetrated anybody's behinds. There are a lot of behinds being penetrated, but I'm not doing the penetrating.
Okay. You walked in on record executives having gay sex, or one executive having gay sex with a man. You don't mention that person's name. Can we talk about what record label?
No. That'll give it away. But
what letter does it start with?
Not even. That'll give it away.
A.
Don't
B,
start.
C,
Don't start.
D,
That's gonna give
D,
it away.
D.
Now, if what?
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
See, Wendy knows. Wendy been known, so it's like, yikes.
What Superhead is saying to Wendy Williams is true, that P. Diddy likes to be penetrated, and he's been hiring male sex workers. I'm guessing that's the dudes who are penetrating him. This is information from over...
Stick together.
Pause. A decade ago, maybe even 2 decades ago. This has been an open secret that nobody wanted to talk about. Is it so far-fetched that the Boondocks...
Except...
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
Except 50. 50's been saying, fuck. This nigga's been doing it. He said, fuck Diddy. Diddy's X, Y, and Z. He's been putting his foot on Diddy's neck. 50 hasn't... He doesn't give no shits. No shits.
Boondocks knew about this information. Aaron Magruder probably knew about all this, had a theory that every rapper that came out was gay, and he made it into an episode for the Boondocks. Are you convinced that the story of Gangstalicious Part 2 is about P. Diddy, that this cartoon from 10 years ago tried to warn us that P. Diddy is this way, but they didn't know the Epstein variable about P. Diddy's behavior?
Honestly, I'm going to violate when I make this a drop. When I make this a drop, yo, that's just gonna be instant.
Stick together. Pause. What's the goings on out there, Ozone Awards? I go by the name of Charlemagne the God, the Hood General, voice of the God. Who? Better when I speak the streets, listen. Take a good look at this face so you know exactly who to shoot at. Now, I hope y'all enjoying the award show.
Now, this was Charlemagne before the Breakfast Club. This was Charlemagne way back in the day. I don't even recognize this nigga. I'm like, who is this nigga and what the hell is going on? The first time I seen this, I was like,
what the hell was that? Thus far, and I know it's gonna be a lot of after parties after this big function. I know that y'all gonna be drinking. I just want y'all to drink responsibly. I know y'all gonna be on that promethazine and codeine, that scissor. But tonight, just fall back, cause I don't want y'all to end up in a gay situation like this.
What's this?
No, this nigga gay as hell.
I don't know how y'all gave Lil Wayne and Baby a pass after that, man. That's not the only thing I want y'all.
Yo, this is so old. If y'all could see on the screen, it says www.myspace.com.
I've seen him do it.
MySpace, bruh.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa! Ought to be easy on. It's a rock vodka. It's a smooth vodka and all that, but don't drink too much of it, or you might start thinking gay ass thoughts about other dudes like this.
Oh, Rick Ross. Rick Ross.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way. Of it, or you might start thinking gay ass thoughts about other dudes like this.
Oh, Rick Ross. Rick Ross. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Did you see that shit? The fuck? We gotta see that in slow motion, man. Did you see the licking of Diddy's lips? We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed.
Yo, Diddy saying no homo is crazy shit when no Diddy is now the term. Like, that's crazy.
It's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shouts out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even Like, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up earlier than me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I'm what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen. We're having a good time, yo. Usher make
I got Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No, I
like that.
Stick together. Pause. He knows he got it.
Bro.
You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
My bad, chat. I'm gonna let this play right through, but let me just hit the disclaimer real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gay!
Terrified. Yo, Jadakiss is petrified because he knows Diddy for years, so Jada's petrified. And when Jada's petrified, that's a problem. Fab right there, he's terrified. Everyone's scared as fuck. Yo, this is crazy work out here.
God damn. I got Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No, I
like that.
Shit. I'll be practicing. I got
Yo, this man is super sus.
Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and
here.
scraping for shit.
No. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over that one.
Yo, had that been anybody else in the industry, they'll be like, whoa. They'll be like, they would say something. They would call that nigga out. They'll be like, pause, bro. They'll be like, what the fuck you saying? But because it's Diddy and they know Diddy's ways, everyone's just petrified, bro. This is crazy.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you
scrambling
scrambling and scraping for shit.
No. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over that one.
Make a
that
wish.
One.
Just blow it out. Your birthday.
Yo, no, he's acting like he didn't just say that shit. All right, nigga picks up the paper. We gonna go with that one. Nigga, stop acting like you didn't hear what this man just said. Holy. 50 would have been like.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
Every day.
Every day's a birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit. I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
But I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes.
I'm like, Diddy do it? Diddy drugger? Diddy raper? If you ain't do this shit, Diddy, why did you pay? I'm like, Diddy do it? Diddy drugger? Diddy raper? If you ain't do this shit, Diddy, why did you pay? I'm like, Diddy do it? Diddy drugger? Diddy raper? If you ain't do this shit, Diddy, why did you? You was an icon, nigga, you ruined it. Diddy documentary coming out, 50 Cent shooting it.
You ready? Okay, check this out.
They were not lying. 50 said this a long time ago. Uncle Murder put the shit in the record. They were not lying. They said they were shooting a documentary. He sold that shit to Netflix.
I'm getting rich.
Getting that goddamn bag. Jesus Christ. Says, what kind of parties does he want to have with Fab? The zesty parties that he be having, man.
Eyes, brother.
Oh, man.
Eyes. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So check this out. It's me.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
See, this is the thing. Everybody been knew he was sus, but this is the only part that is funny about this entire case. when we look into the actual things that are criminal, it gets very serious and there's nothing to laugh about. But this sus shit of him being a closet warrior for years, we're definitely laughing at this.
So Tyrese kept on talking.
This is a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back for church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back for church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. We're like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but we in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into this situation. Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? F. Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just.
Hey yo, Nightjade. Dwight Howard was out on the NBA court grabbing niggas' meat, grabbing niggas' butt cheeks, violating niggas on the court, and he was still a closet warrior. So you're saying there was nothing closet about it? He still denies it to this day. To this day.
To this day. To this day. To this day.
He got caught with transgender women that are just men. Because a transgender woman is just a man, biologically. So, and he still denies it.
To this day.
Some people, the susness is out there, but they're not out there. They're not claiming it. They're not running around with the LGBTQ flag. They're not there on Pride Parade and shit. They're closet warriors.
Really like feeling like Ray J right now, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo. Walked in.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's why I said let me pick it up.
That's why
I gotta pick it up from right there. This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga. This is a nigga.
Go ahead.
No, bro.
Killing me.
What you doing, bro?
Tell the story. Bro, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Bro, we helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I see you, man.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday, it's fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. It ain't gay. Happy birthday to you.
No, I wonder why he wants to name Fabulous.
Stick together.
Pause. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Let's take a shot for that, boy.
Is there anything that you want to talk about that
I want to talk about.
you want people to know about?
I don't know if this story that I have about P. Diddy is a thing.
I love it.
You think it's something people
We didn't talk about it on the show, but you told us off the show.
Should I just tell you?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to. I mean, listen, this isn't alleged because it happened to you.
No. But there's nothing alleged about this.
Okay.
It is a legend.
Clap.
Golf clap.
Yay, we are comedians. All right, go for it.
We're so lonely. So
I'm fucking goblins.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami, where P. Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Yep.
And I took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in because
it's the Big Pimpin' video.
That's not my type.
Right. We're gonna stick to Peppa, please.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to Peppa and ghouls from Us Weekly.
Right.
So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like, it's all like, my man is telling me that like, every third person is some executive, got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high-end crowd.
Very high-end. And there's no joke, there's maybe 100 people.
Okay.
I mean, it is intimate.
It's a serious
I have
serious
no business
party.
being there.
Sure.
I'm in like a, like an old Jewish grandmother's windbreaker like I am now at this exact moment.
Right.
And,
bro, land the fucking plane. What the hell is going on, bro?
So, long story short, I am on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom and I can't find the bathroom and I just kind of like go down a flight of stairs and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion because most of it's going down by the pool.
Okay.
Cabanas and stuff.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting serious.
So I get lost and I'm in like just a maze of rooms.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking for the bathroom. I start opening doors. One's like a closet. One's a room. It doesn't have a bathroom in it. Whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this fucking
every
dungeon,
room should have,
every house
so
should
I
have.
open a door, and in that room there are a bunch of men And they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying a.
No, this nigga gay as hell.
Look at this chat. Look at this chat. Who posted this?
I've seen him do it.
This was posted by 50.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
50 was not playing that shit. 50 always calls these niggas out. What in the effing vodka world is going on in this picture? Something's not right. SMS audio. This is when he was pushing SMS audio. That was what, 2012? 2013? Effing vodka, that was 2013. That was a decade ago. He was calling out French Montana and Diddy. Look at this picture. What in the fuck? Bro.
You're a victim.
Bro, this has to be. Hey, yo.
Wallahi al-azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
Ain't nothing straight about this picture. Ain't nothing straight about this. French Montana? What? French Montana?
I've seen him do it.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. French, bro. What is this?
About, and, you know, kind of like very, like, kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but, like, conversationally spooning.
Hey, no, bro, that's spooning. What kind of, bro, this is full zest. Full zest spooning, bro. This is Myron Gaines level of zest.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
This is as zesty as Myron cuddling up in the bed, clenched hands with that white dude he was in bed. Bro, this is filthy work out here.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
All right, let's get back into the story, chat.
And they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about, and, you know, kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning. Like if you were spooning but facing each other and like leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like how about this? Like in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends, and you're with your girlfriends.
Right. Yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking, because that would be weird
they
in
weren't
public.
fucking,
right.
but like you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes.
Oh.
You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, it was very like
regal lounging.
very erotic.
Okay.
Hey, bro, what the fuck? What type of edit is this? This is filthy work, man. This is absolute filthy work.
All right.
Heavy erotica.
Yeah, like the drawings you would see of like old Greek
Yes, right,
hangouts.
exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
or like a fat Greek woman like laid on her side.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh
Okay.
my god. It was so prelude to
Okay.
an orgy.
So explain.
So I look. So I'm there for a very brief amount of time because I open the door and clearly I'm not.
I'm sorry, chat. This is an audio. I gotta take this shit off the screen. I gotta take this shit off the screen. This is a little bit too much, chat. Shout out to Fantasy Island Girl in the chat.
Supposed to be in there, and I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the house cat. Because I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there, and I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the house cat. Famed house music producer.
Yeah, no, I know
are
who that is.
basically spooning each other. I swear to God, they're basically spooning, and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy, and they're like sharing it. They're like passing it back and forth,
And everyone's talking?
and everyone's just like talking.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see them, I'm like,
All men, though. There's not
all
one woman
men,
in this room.
all men, and
Yeah.
they're all 100% on ecstasy. Like you can see Diddy's in like white linen, being like, "Oh my god, like rub ice on my nipples,"
Right.
You know, like, "Oh, you're one of my best friends."
Right.
So the minute I make eye contact with him, like a gigantic bouncer comes over and says, "Get the fuck out!" Because a lot of people turned and looked at me because it was very unexpected that like a fat guy with an afro,
Right.
with like no shirt on, basically like an open windbreaker, opened the door to like this like.
You are kind of a buzzkill.
Definitely.
If I'm on ecstasy and
Right,
getting
no.
ready for a gay
They're
orgy.
Like, oh, this guy. Oh, he looks like fucking Gillette Jean Shaladin. You know? So, but I looked right at Puff Daddy and he looked right at me.
Yeah.
And we made direct eye contact. And I got kicked out of the room.
Sure.
So that was that.
Yeah, fast. And obviously
So,
crazy. Fast
crazy.
forward.
So I was like, P. Diddy's clearly.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Bro, what? Hey, yo, what is this? This? Fuck, man.
on ecstasy, and he's clearly gay.
Yeah.
So fast forward, right? We're at a junket for a movie that he was in. Someone is interviewing him. I'm in the back as a friend of someone who was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all the way in the back. I'm behind a million publicists, a million people.
You know what, Nightjade? I think this is egregiously zesty. I think Nightjade was right. You know what? I was not paying attention. Nightjade was right. You know what? It is what it is. This is what is this, man?
But you see him.
Well, he's being interviewed on the couch.
And you're thinking about it.
Oh, I'm thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
By the way, anyone I ever told the story to was like, "Oh, you're a liar."
I don't think you're a liar.
Everybody was like, "You're a liar." Like, I'm sure something happened, and they knew I was on Star Island. Like, that was verified by the other person I was with.
Sure.
But people were like, "You're a liar. You didn't see them sharing a glass."
Hey, yo, Dame.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
How? Bro.
How did this happen? Who was the idiot that
Dame that, bro, what the fuck? How?
Hennessy, like, you didn't see Prelude to, like, an orgy. Like, this is bullshit. Like, you're being funny. Like, Fat Juice hilarious.
Sure.
So, a couple people said they believe me, but I think they were lying. So, he's being interviewed in the middle of the interview for this movie. I mean, I'm sure you can guess what movie it is, because I think he was only in a movie.
Right. At least recently.
Yes. He literally stops the interview, and he points at me all the way in the back, and he goes, "Yo, you, my man." And everyone in the room turns around and looks at me, and he goes, "Where do I know you from?"
Oh, no.
And then I go, "Miami." And he goes, "Oh, true." And we locked eyes again, and he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he drinks the milk of other men.
Wow.
This happened.
Has anything happened since?
No.
Nothing.
There's been no...
Stick together. Pause.
Bro just said he drinks the milk of other men. Hey, yo.
Follow up.
Were you nervous at all in like a Breaking Bad kind of way that maybe people were going to be sent to your house or something? Like
100%.
Because I'd be a little nervous.
See, now, what I'm doing to combat that is by talking about it publicly on
and then you're,
podcasts.
yeah, because this will come back.
Right. Because I'm most safe if I talk about it publicly.
That's so crazy.
Right. Because now people know that I've got dirt.
Yeah.
So, like, I need you to hold this podcast down.
It's archived.
Yo, this is going to be some Jason Bourne shit.
No, I know.
You're going to have it on, like, a tiny microfilm, and they're going to be chasing you across Europe.
What a great movie, though. What a great movie of you running around the country scared that you're gay, your gay visions.
No, better movie. I get killed.
Okay.
You're running around the country with a tiny, microscopic size...
Bro, what is that? Nelly? Yo, what? This guy's taking the entire industry down with him. What kind of... Hey, yo.
Thing of this podcast, and they're trying to get it from you.
Right.
Because if they
with a baby doll in the asshole. Run the whole way running.
It's inside of a baby doll. It's in the eye of a baby doll that's in your asshole.
No, it's a baby. I put it in the baby doll because if I get in trouble, I can put it in my asshole because you taught me about baby dolling.
And honestly, we could pitch this podcast.
Scott Rudin. I don't know if he listens, but...
Yeah, we're going to definitely cover the actual court case. The issue is there's too many civil cases coming every goddamn day. Every day, academics is streaming multiple times a day talking about 12th accuser, 13th accuser, 14th accuser. I'm like, hey, yo, what is going on? 15th accuser.
Come on out, you rapist!
It's like, holy.
FBI, open up!
More folks getting, man, it's crazy out here. So it's like, I want to see when everything like fully hits the point where there's not new cases coming out every day, and so we can do a complete breakdown of what the hell is going on and we can get everything in perspective, because outside of that, we're going to be doing it every day. We're going to be doing a new update every day on Diddy. Over 100 new victims. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. You know what's crazy about this whole thing? They may block the cameras. The thing that's crazy about this whole thing, they're sensationalizing it so much. The media has a new salacious headline every goddamn day because they're like, oh, the tapes have been out. They're auctioning tapes. I'm like, what do you mean they're auctioning tapes? So the feds seized the property and they're talking about auctioning tapes, and insiders talking about auctioning tapes. I should pull up that news report because none of it makes sense. It's like the news, everybody in relation to this case is clout chasing for extra hits and viral moments. The media, it's a filthy business out here. It's a filthy business.
We could pitch this to the Weinsteins, Rudins, Kevin, anyone.
We could walk this podcast right into Paramount.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, boy, family reunion tour. Vibrations.
And everyone's gay once in a while.
I'm not gay. How about we do this?
Travis Scott, new album. Such a vibe.
Gay!
Hey, yo, Toronto, we come to your city.
Hey, yo, no, fuck no. Hey. No, hell nah. Nah. No, the fuck you ain't, nigga. No, the fuck you ain't. What? Yo, Toronto? Bro, are you crazy?
No, you ain't.
No, the fuck you ain't, nigga. No, the fuck you ain't.
Gay!
Hey, yo, Toronto, we come to your city.
No, you ain't.
Bitch, who raised you? Wallahi al-azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
Nah, man. Nah. Everybody in the city protecting their cheeks out here. The diddler is staying locked up in that goddamn prison. He ain't coming out. Nah, fuck that, man. Hell nah. Hell nah.
Atlanta.
2020, but I can't sing 20, but I can't sing 20, but I can't Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Houston, Dallas. Play whatever you want to play, baby. Just here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shake to that, shake to that. Work. Elaborate family intro, survive. Get ready.
What's your story?
Yeah, what happened?
Nah, I mean, well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying? I have no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time, and we went to Florida. We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party. You know,
all dudes.
Yeah. Nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying? It was on South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards. Right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me. You know what I'm saying? Karen is with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. So she takes me. Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, you know that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga. Everybody know about. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know? He's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped you with fingers in the booty.
That's a new
movie. You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
the
like,
devil
what?
sucks penis.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a penis and a finger in the ass going, what?
She said,
so Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? He said you a filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. And I was like,
he limping?
He walked away and the nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm gonna clear this shit up because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she say, I told him what he told me, and she was like, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, whatever. So then then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody followed the car. The car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bobbing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then there's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like butt ass naked dancing. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody.
Gay.
They just said Farnsworth Bentley was butt-ass in the club dancing in the corner.
I seen him do
Hey,
it.
yo, what? He's married trying to stay out of this, and they just brought his name up? Hey, yo, what's going on out here? This is worse than the current likes.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Let me refresh my browser to make sure that's actually true. Okay, it's not as low as I thought, but goddamn it, we can get these goddamn likes up. We can get these likes up. These likes are pretty low. We can get these up. Let's get it.
It was suspect. A lot of suspect.
The
club was chalk it up. You could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever.
I never
blame it on the
I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called.
And I ain't never
called?
mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So
Me neither.
there it is.
So
So we
you
took a cab home back to where I was, and
I'm like Kennedy. You feel me? He like Clinton. I was the president for shit. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's OG. I was just was that
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work.
It's enough.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, this nigga gay as hell.
You got it.
You
It's
look
time.
beautiful. It was a
I got
great
pride.
move.
Gay.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you
Chance,
put my
with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Not this again, bro. What is wrong with this compilation? What the hell is I can't make it through this compilation, bro. This is the zestiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is fucking filthy work out here. Holy.
Daddy, I like when you scramble in the
Nah, we ain't doing that again. This again? Nah.
I seen him do it.
Holy shit, yo, I can't. Every time I fast forward, it's into some. Bro, what is going on? Diddy. What the fuck? Rick Ross. What is this, bro?
Whoa. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Who've now departed, gays who were in Bad Boy, who have in fact told that he likes women, so he would have in fact have to be bisexual. I've heard Sean Combs is in fact bisexual. From people who used to work in his company. So I'm assuming, I've not had sex with Sean Combs. I've not spoken to Sean Combs. But based on those sources, I've heard he's in fact bisexual.
He's trying to violate Tank Davis. This guy's trying to give him a handshake. He's like, bro, what are you doing? Get off me, nigga.
Building. Hey, yo. This guy right here, one of the hip-hop entrepreneur, young legends. He's in my gang. He gets money. Yes, he does. Yes.
Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow.
Bro, what is he doing?
Wow. This is amazing.
We in the United States. Hey, yo, can't nobody with me, nigga.
As far as like, whereas that, if I could say this, like, you have a girl being sexual to this one guy, maybe going down on him, and he's back there rolling his eyes, he hiding the mother, and when he put his head down, there's one of them white boys sucking on him.
Oh.
You understand? That has happened. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got these guys who, they go into these Turkish houses. Once you get to that door, you don't go back in there. But you know what they do in them Turkish houses. Well, you can assume what they do, quote unquote, in those Turkish.
Was Puffy really a fun boy?
Listen, I never seen him in the act with another man alone. Now, he's that type of dude, he'll take his baby mama with you and your girlfriend and your mans in them, and they'll go out and they do all kind of freaky shit with each other and together. You know what I'm saying? The only fun boy shit that I ever seen him do, we was in one of those exotic shops. Yo, I'm gonna turn this shit out, because this shit was funny. We was in Atlanta. We go to those exotic shops where you get all kind of, like, they buy oils, dildos, spooky. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. So they would just get.
Remember Meek Mill on his timeline talking about ordering supersized dildos and blah, 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 talking about how does he unlink his Amazon from his Twitter. Jesus. So it's like everybody around him, there was some suspect shit going on. Bieber's, he's a different person now. He seems like he wants nothing to do with Hollywood. He seems he's fucked up. R.I.P. to Biggie and Pac. Keefe D talked about getting paid a bag from Diddy when it comes to the Pac murders, or the Pac murder, and Diddy, or not Diddy, Biggie. There's now people are speculating that Diddy had some shit to do with the Biggie murder. So it's like people are looking into that. Not to mention blowing up Kid Cudi's car, slapping the dog shit out of Drake. There's countless incidents of Diddy being a menace out here.
Give him a brown paper bag, and they wouldn't even. He'd never put his shit out on the counter when we get ready to take it out. He would always just give a man a wad of money. So they just thought it was cool. So they'll give him a brown bag. He'll go through there. So one day I was walking down the aisle with him, and so then he just stopped and he just started picking this shit up off the aisle. And he was getting he went up there like several times just getting shit down. And so then I pinned in on what he was, where he was getting it from, and because I was just staying a couple of feet behind him. So when I went by, I looked up. I said, "Yo," and I seen the shit up there and it said butt plugs. And I said, "Yo, my man, what'd you get this shit for?" And the nigga said, "Yo, on everything I love, man." He said, "Yo, Rec," he said, "Yo, can I do my shopping by myself?"
Yo, hold on. You know I'm with the shit. We love Eric.
To anything about.
Yep, that's some filthy work. Shout out to Stevie Gorgeous with the Chat Pass membership.
I'm getting rich.
My bad. This was from the beginning of the show. I didn't see this until now. Shout out to you with the continued Chat Pass membership. I don't know how much months this is. It's not showing, but shout out to you. Or is this the first time? This is not a first time. This badge is a couple months. Shout out to you nonetheless.
About, the rumors about Puffy being gay or any of that. Does that shock you? Or does that, or is that kind of like I can see that?
Yeah, because see, I don't have to actually see two men engage in sexual activity to say he's gay.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what
You were 13. This is the thing. Diddy always has minors up in his crib while he's having these freak-offs. Like, how old was Bieber when he started living with Diddy? This is all some filthy work out here.
I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this shit.
Man, all them parents were selling these goddamn kids.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
These parents didn't give a shit. They were trying to get these kids rich and famous so they can benefit. What are we doing out here? We know the goddamn truth.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money?
He was up longer than them. He can stay up till 4 a.m. and party with the grown-ass adults at, 15 years old? As a 14, what are we doing out here? Bieber was what? So you're saying 10 to 12 in the chat? This is filthy work, man. Absolute filthy work. I think that's the worst part of the case when we get into the details are the minors. are the minors. Yeah, there was all sorts of, there was extortion, there was folks having sex on tape, which they were unaware of that they were on tape. But the minors in the situation makes everything a lot more filthy. This is filthy work when we get into those situations and we start covering that and seeing what the hell Diddy was doing up in those freak offs. Filthy work, y'all. Now, since this was the second live of the day, we're wrapping this one up. We're not going to be streaming all day, chat. We are not streaming all night, chat. We are what, 55 minutes in this? Shit, I wanted to get to an hour, but we ain't doing that. I'm not stretching for the time. We out. Y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We have a lot to speak about tomorrow. It's rather late, and I'm dusting it up with my vocabulary. I stumble over words when I'm very tired, so I'm not going to be out here dusting it up, struggle streaming. We're going to wrap this one up, chat.
God damn.
Yep, we out. Yeah. Ah, shit, I'm right back at it. I'm sorry, chat. I thought I was gone. I seen this comment and I was just like, whoa, what do you mean 14? Usher's first album was extremely sexual. I guess I mean sexual. And he was only 14 when he released it after Flavor Camp. So he's 14 years old, released. Man, this is the same shit that R. Kelly did with Aaliyah. Aaliyah was a young teen. He married her at what, 15? Filthy work. Filthy predator out here.
Stop it. Get some help.
Diddy's on that same shit, but it was a little more low key and it was with dudes. So it's like filthy work. Yeah. Exactly. Yikes. All right, chat. We actually out this time. Salute to everybody in the chat once again.